still see me? Hopefully that worked. I'm trying to record some of these so I can make them better. Okay. Awesome. All right, well, it's 7 o'clock. We should get started. Let me see if I was gonna make sure I change a few. Looks pretty good though. Okay. Good morning. I'm going to stand up for a while today because I don't have to lie down and let everything drain down. So let's start standing. Have your roller and your ball and your band and your ring handy. But we'll start with our roll down. So heels together, toes apart. Inhale, lift up, stretch the spine up. And exhale, just push it all away. And go ahead and drop one ear to the shoulder. Take a gentle neck stretch. You can use your hand if you like. And come back up through the middle. Inhale up and then other side. Keep the shoulder blade open, collarbones open. Let's think about collarbones today. When our collarbones are in the right place and our shoulders are in the right place, things work better. All right, inhale up and over. And nod and curl, float down. Think about broad collarbones here. Floating down one vertebra at a time, all the way to your knees or to the mat. And bend and straighten here 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees to stand up. Push the floor away. Let up. Now take a bigger side stretch. Cross one hand over the wrist and inhale up and over. And through the middle, other side. And float down. Let's take another roll down. Inhale up. Go ahead and rise up on your toes. That feels comfortable, doable this morning. Float down all together. Broaden those collarbones and nod the head. Rolling down. Belly button goes up as the head goes down. Bend and straighten the legs 3 times for 3, 2, 1. And push the floor away. With the feet, restack the spine. Inhale up. Now we're going to take a twist. You're going to put left hand in front, right hand behind you. Look over your right shoulder. Reach. And twist. Now look over the right behind you as far as you can. Rotating. Bring the hands back up to the middle. Inhale up. Opposite side, other way. Start to twist the spine and then let the hands float down and look over the shoulder to the back. With a spinal twist. Inhale up and over. One more roll down here. Float those arms down. Inhale, nod. Roll down. And bend and straighten 3 times here for 3. And 2. And 1. Push the floor away. And inhale up. Let's pick up our band this morning. upper body while we warm up our legs. So in your Pilates first position, toes in the band. And let's alternate our arms. So we'll start on one side. You can mirror me. And we'll start bending the arm and bending the legs. And then switch. So we'll start just like this for 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8. About widening, making the diamond with the legs. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Last one right here through the middle. Pulse it up. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go opposite side bend, opposite arm, and straighten for 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5. Just for keeping those wrists nice and straight and relaxed. 2, 1. Bring it back through the middle. Open out to the side like you're holding a tray and pulse it back. We're just going to keep the knees bent here and zip the belly and grow taller out of the hips. Pulsing back here for 10. So we're opening those collarbones, the back, the shoulder blades down and back together, gliding together. And 5, 4, 3, long neck, 2, 1, and bend both arms, stand up. Go ahead and hold your hands right here. We'll get the little resistance here. We're going to up and down on our toes. Raise and lower. We'll start here now. I'll count you down for 12. And 11. Little footwork. Press into that big toe. You got 7 and 6. Squeeze the glutes. Feel this all the way up the back side. Grow taller. 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Go ahead and bring it parallel. Going to do our asymmetrical, our J band here. Go ahead and bring that arm straight up. Bend and straighten. Bend. Everything bends. Everything straightens. For this tricep. There we go. For 12. 11. And 10. Let those knees glide straight over. Big toe and the first toe. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And press and hold right here. Pulse that arm up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Sorry about the allergy voice here. I have my morning allergy voice. 3, 2, 1. Stretch up. And bring it all the way down here to open up the band. Second position. We'll go back through the other side in a minute. All right, bend and plie right here. Give yourself a little resistance here so that the band challenges you a little bit as you open and close. Bend and grow taller. You go a little lower as your legs warm up. We got 12 and 11 and 10. I'm going to stand for a while today. We'll do our glutes here, our saws. 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's press and hold here. Lower and lift each heel one at a time. 10, 9, 8, 7. My band, but not so slack. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Get the band a little bit looser so we can go overhead nice and easy. And let's bend and plie here overhead. Here we go for 12 and 11 and 10 and 9. I'm thinking about the shoulders moving here. Collarbones are broad, the shoulders and the back rotating up and down. 4 more, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Press it up nice and tall here. Now just lower and lift that one arm for 10 and 9 and 8. Little asymmetrical work, or I guess unilateral. One side at a time. 4, 3 and 2 and 1 and up. I'll switch sides here. Make this side longer, this side shorter. Press everything up, and then everything bends right here. All right, bend and straighten here, up and down. Everything bends, everything straightens. You can do what's comfortable with this other arm. It can stay long here too. All right, 12 and 11 and 10. This collarbone is still wide. I'm not trying to force the shoulder blade down the back here. I'm like really feeling that this is a whole lift, a whole stretch in the right side. 3 more. 3. Well, we're gonna squat and pulse up. 2 and 1. Pulsing up here. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7. Try to keep this elbow forward. The wrist is flat. And 2 more. 2, 1, and stretch it out. So we did some turned out and then the second position. So keep the hips parallel here. So your toes are right underneath your hip bones. The squat feels a little different. More back than straight down. So squeezing back and up. So a little bit more of a, like a sitting down into a chair. All right. I'll count us down here from 8. We got moving. And 7. And 6. And 5. Let's think about those knees going right over the toes. 4, 3. We're going to press and hold on. 1, 2. And 1. Press and hold here. Lift and lower each heel. 9, 8, 7. Think about broad collarbones here. Wide collarbones. 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. I'm going to squat here. Lower. Keeping one arm. Actually, I'm going to keep that arm overhead. So, single arm work. So I think we did both arms to start with. So we'll do 2 more like this, and then we're going to add both arms. And 1. Let's do both. For 12. And 11. And 10. I got it. 9. Woo. 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. Stretch. Arms are busy. Arms overhead. Hold this band nice and stretchy. Feet can be slightly turned out. Just gonna slide it down the back. So making nice and tall. Thinking more about the shoulder blades coming together than the hands moving. So let the shoulders make this movement rather than the hands coming down. The hands follow the shoulders. A little micro bend in the knee. And maybe lift the chin just a tiny bit. Broad collarbones. And then use that ha breath. Approach collar. 5 more. 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And up and over. Make it a jump rope. Step into the band. A little bit of running, prancing. So toes, knees right underneath the hips. We'll use our arms. We'll start with the left arm up. So start up like this, up on your toes, left arm up, and then bend right and left and right and left. For 10 and 9, we'll switch sides. And 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4. Actually, we have to switch sides. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's come up through the middle and just keep it nice and level up and down here. For 12 and 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6. Where did 11 go? 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last roll down. Inhale up. Broaden those collarbones again. Broaden the collarbones. And nod the chin, rolling down. Take a stretch by bending one leg and sinking into the other hip. And you put your hands down on the floor if that feels good. And through the middle, bend the other side. Straighten the other leg. And bend both knees. Come back. Up. Okay, into some glute work. Pick up that band again. Let's start this way. So, band can be about level. So if you want it a little heavier or a little lighter, make it longer on that leg. So you can make it a J band here. I'm going to keep both bands under my feet today. So a little heavier. All right. So this is like standing splits, which is like gliding on the reformer. So we're going to really sink and evenly, like you're really anchored on this one side. Zip this belly and squeeze this glute, and then let this other leg push out with the glute. So the ankle is nice and straight, so the foot doesn't sickle out like that. You want to just push out, so maybe the foot is a little flexed. For 5 and 4, I'm going to put my hand right in front. 3 and 2 and 1, and pulse it up here for 5, 4. If you don't like it, if it's sticking to your carpet or your mat or something, you can not stand on it and just put the band under your foot. We're going to press in and out for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lift up and down for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Stand up nice and tall and 1. One more set. 4, 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Squeeze that glute to move that leg and 1. Lift and lower. Last set. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Stand up through the middle. Let's use that same leg to go backwards. Just leave the band under that front foot. And we're going to keep the elbows bent. The band is long. And we're going to lunge just backward and bring the arms up like a little tabletop. So it looks like this. Still working this right glute. but lots of core lowering with control. 4, 5, and 4, and 3. Keep growing taller, elbows come down. 2, we're gonna hold the last one, and 1. Pulse here, 4, 5, 4, 3. I'm really thinking about driving through my front foot through the heel. 1, and stand up. We're gonna repeat that. 4, 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. And press and hold on 1, and 1. Just pushing the floor away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did 3 sets on the other side, so we're going to keep doing it. One more set. 5, and 4, and 3. Really feeling it on this glute. Stretch those a little bit. 2, and 1. Press and hold. 4, 5. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. And stand up. Woo. All right, other side. Standing into the band. Get this back here off the mat. Glides a little better. All right, hands nice and level. Set you a little bit of length there. There we go. 4, 5, and 4. I think about flexing this ankle so that it doesn't sickle. Flex that foot. So it's like the ball of the foot is gliding across the floor. Press and hold here. Lead with the heel. 4, 5, 4, 3. That side's tired from those little reverse lunges. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press and hold. 4, 5. Little pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Maybe sink a little lower into that standing side. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze. And 1. Pulse and hold. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. All right. Going to the back. Repeating. Put the band under that front foot. Your arms are going to come up. And you'll step back. Squeeze the glute of the leg that's still in front. Make sure that knee is just 90 degrees right over the ankle. Here we go. 4, 5. And 4. And 3. Using the core to lower the spine as the legs bend. 2. And 1. You're going to pulse it forward here. 4, 5. 4. Let it feel like you're pulling back. 3, 2, 1. Stand together. Repeat. 4, 5. It'd be nice to sit down, isn't it? 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Pulse it forward. 4, 5. 4, 3. You can pretend you're in West Side Story playing it cool. 2, 1. I saw that. I saw that movie. All right, 5 more. New Year's Eve. And I already know how it ends, but oh my goodness, so sad. 3, 2. Last one. Play it cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Ooh. All right, shake those legs out. And take one more stretch here. A little bit wider. Inhale, not super wide. You could turn out a tiny bit. We're gonna saw. Inhale to twist. Exhale, saw. Reach the opposite hand for the opposite ankle. And you can bend the opposite knee here. So bending the knee, you might get a little extra inner thigh stretch and might get a little extra hip stretch on that leg. Straighten the legs to come back up through the middle, other side. Rotate, nod the chin, make sure you lead with the head down, hand to ankle, and then stretch. And press the floor away. Come back through the middle. And a little wider. Inhale, big twist, big rotation. Exhale, saw. Reach that back hand up as the head goes down. Back through the middle. Twist the other side. Inhale, twist. Exhale, saw. And back up through the middle. And we're going to come down to the mat here. Go ahead, make your way to the mat. Have your band handy and have your ball handy. I forgot my clock, so I'm going to grab my clock so I can keep us on time. Okay. I'm back. The clock. And the mat. Okay. Moving on down. I'm going to switch directions here so that I don't always go the same way. Stretch those legs nice and long. Use the band here. Really flex into the feet. Hold the band up nice and high. And start your roll down, but keep the chest and shoulders broad and lifted. Make those roll down really in the low belly. Inhale up. And then exhale, start to tuck the pelvis. Keep the shoulders broad. Keep the shoulders broad. Keep the collarbones broad. All the way down. Pull that band to you 3 times. 3. Should feel a little chest opener. Broad collarbones 2. And 1. Now reach. Again, reach broad like your hands are going outside your feet. Nod and curl. And peel up and keep those collarbones broad. Keep the heels down, rolling up and over. And stretch. We'll repeat. Inhale up. Exhale. Tuck the tailbone. Keep the collarbones broad though. Keep the chest nice and lifted. Collarbones are broad until the spine starts to make it to the mat. And then it relaxes and unfolds onto the mat. Unfurls. Pull 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Nod and curl. Keep those heels down. So sometimes that band will want to pull our heels up. So keep the heels down here. Zip the belly. Broad collarbones. All right, last one. Go into some leg circles here. Lost the band a little bit there. Inhale, exhale, rolling down. Reaching through the straps, reaching through the band. Pull here 3 times for 3, 2, 1. And relax. Leave it right here. You should let your band go. 1 leg nice and long, 1 leg into the air. If you prefer to bend this knee, that's an option here. Whatever levels the pelvis, so keeping this pelvis nice and level. And now inhale across the body, exhale down, around, and up. 1 to figure out where that leg is today, and then zip the low belly and narrow the waist. And 1 more that direction, and you'll reverse the directions. Inhale out, exhale down, around, and up. Inhale, exhale down, around, and up. Inhale out, exhale down, around, and up. 2 more. And last one. And float it all the way down. Inhale fully, exhale, change sides. Reach that leg. Reach through the leg that's still on the mat. Like let it be connected. Zip the belly. Inhale as you cross the midline. Exhale down, round, and up. Inhale, Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. A little wobbly this morning. Inhale. Reverse directions. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, down, round, and up. Inhale, open. Exhale, down, round, and up. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, down, round, and up. Now, hold on to that knee. Give yourself a little psoas thigh stretch, hip flexor stretch here. Break that other knee to meet it, and then switch sides here. Hug that knee in. Straighten the other leg. All right, bring them back together. I want you to come up to your elbows, into a little bit of a low belly here in tabletop. Notice whether we tend to collapse here. So thinking nice and long, and we're just going to drift from side to side, just to start. Figure out where the spine moves. Think about moving the back of the pelvis rather than moving the knees. So put the work closer to the core. Inhale to drift. Exhale to bring it back together. Inhale to drift. Exhale, bring it back together. Now as you drift, you're going to straighten that leg that's on top. Straighten that leg and bring it back together. Switch sides. Inhale, drift. Straighten the leg and bring it back together. One more each side. Inhale to drift. Straighten that top leg. Squeeze the knees together. Bring them back together. And inhale to drift. Straighten that leg and bring it back together. Bring them both together. You can sit up nice and tall here. Another option is to even come up to your hands and press the toes in the air. Inhale, drift. Exhale, down, round, and up. Inhale, drift the pelvis. Exhale, down, round, and up. Inhale, drift. Exhale, down, round, and up. One more. Inhale, drift. Exhale, down, round, and up. Bend the knees. And give yourself a hug. A lot of low belly in that. Bring your legs into tabletop. Push your hands into your knees and your knees into the hand. So, broaden the collarbones here as you really engage the belly. Hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a hug. And now pressing hands into knees, knees into hands for 5, 4. Head is down. 3, 2, 1. And give yourself a hug. We're going to do that one more time. Then we can prepare for a little roll over. So we can roll up, kind of like a little short spine-ish, but our mat roll over. Pushing your hands into your knees, knees into hands, broaden the collarbones. And give yourself a hug. So hands come flat to the mat. Hips come into the air. Reach through the toes, broaden the collarbones. Inhale fully. Exhale, start to tuck the belly, drift the toes up, and lift the hips. Maybe the legs touch, maybe they don't. Separate the legs behind you, and then roll it down. Reach through your fingertips, one vertebra at a time. If you like, you can circle the legs here at the bottom. Inhale fully. Exhale, zip the belly. Start to drift. Press your hands into the mat. There's a lot of tricep happening here. Inhale, up and over. Don't turn your head in this position. Open your legs. Inhale here. Exhale, roll it down. Reach through the fingertips. That really broaden the collarbones as the spine comes down. And if you'd like, circle the legs here at the bottom. Last one. Inhale fully. Exhale, zip. the belly. Lift. Relax head, neck, and shoulders. Separate the legs here. Reach through the fingertips. Broaden the collarbones. Press into the mat. Roll the spine back down on the mat. One vertebra at a time. All the way down. Circle the legs. Give yourself a hug. I'm going to go into a little rotation here. A little rotation, a little side to side. So for our ab work, our ab series, I'm going to start up in the air. You're going to reach to one side as you dropped the other. So it's like scissors, but we're going to think about the obliques from side to side. So pull it once, pull it closer, and switch. Pull it once, pull it closer, and switch. So reach higher in between. Pull it once, pull it closer, and switch. Pull it once, pull it closer, and switch. Pull it once, pull it closer, and switch. And once, closer, and switch. Four more. 4 and 3. Keep head, neck, and shoulders relaxed. Keep the work in the belly button. And 2 and 1. Actually, let's do one more. I think it'll be more even. And 1. And bend the knees. Self a hug. Second rotation in our crisscross. So knees in tabletop, hands behind your head. We're going to bring right armpit to left knee. And think about keeping that pelvis really connected to the mat, so we're not lifting the hip to move the body. So inhale, exhale, lift, reach, and back through the middle. And lift and reach, so stretching through that opposite leg and through the middle. So use the straight leg to keep that hip down and reach and rotate and through the middle. Use that straight leg, reach and rotate through the middle and reach and rotate and reach and rotate. 4 more and 4 and 3. It's like the leg floats back up into tabletop. And 2 and 1. And give yourself a hug. Where's your ball? Grab your ball here. Grab a ball. There we go. Ball between the legs. A little bit of bridging. Hands flat down on the mat. Broaden the collarbones here. So really think connected back to the mat. Connected to the mat. Inhale fully. As you exhale, tug the pelvis, imprint the spine. Feel the whole body connected to the mat before you start to lift the hips. Peeling it up. And here at the top, squeeze that ball 5 times. 4, 5, 4, 3. Use the glutes to squeeze the ball. The knees move because the glutes are so engaged. And roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Really relax the shoulders here. Let the spine just float in between the shoulder blades on the way back down. And repeat. Inhale fully, exhale. Imprint. Find the whole back against the mat before you start to lift and peel up 1 at a time. Pulse 4 times for 4, 3, 2, 1, and roll down 1 at a time. Make sure that ball is between knees here. All right, repeating. Inhale and exhale, imprint. Relax the shoulders here. And then peel the spine up 1 at a time. Pulse that ball for 3 and 2 and 1. Then roll down 1 at a time. And repeat, going up for 2. Press everything into the mat. Peel it up. Press in 2 and 1. And rolling down 1 at a time. Now the last one, pressing all the way up and then halfway down, peeling it up. Like the belly gets lower as the hips go higher. And then bring it down just so you're hovering about fist distance off the mat. Lower and lift the heels here, left and right. Keep the hips nice and level and right. Little back body. For 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Roll it down all the way. Woo. Let's do a little hinge here. Just a little bit of stability. Pressing the fingers into the mat. Nice and long. Open the collarbones. Press onto the ball. Inhale fully. Exhale. Press into the ball and lift the hips. Just long and straight. Reach through the fingertips here. And now put the tailbone down in between the ankles and pop it back up. Pulse the ball for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it back down and pop it back up for 4, 3. You're pulsing the ball in between 2, 1. Put the hips down, putting them back up for 3 pulses. Top the hips down, pulse it back up for 2, and back down, and back up, and keep a squeeze on that ball. Come halfway down, lift and lower the heels for 8 and 7. So you're low slung here, lots of stability. 5, really working on these glutes. 3, 2, 1, and put it all the way down. Whoa. Okay, remove that ball. You can use your ring or your band if you like to stretch your hamstrings after that. So you can choose. I'm going to choose the ring. I kind of like the fixedness of the ring. Put the right foot into the ring. Left leg can stretch long. And let's just point and flex the foot right here. Straight, lengthen through the back of the knee. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Reach that heel up. So maybe that heel reaches down towards the wall that you're standing on, imaginary wall you're standing on. Or maybe it reaches up towards the ceiling. Maybe your toes are reaching over your head. So all of these are fine. All of these are great places to be, to stretch the hamstrings at the backs of the leg. Hold on to your band or your ring, open out to the side, and then start to pedal into that ring as you open up. So you get a nice long extension of the ankle. And then you can bend and flex the foot in that position. Point and flex, 2 more. All right, push the toes up into that ring. And then switch hands. I'm glad we stood up for the first half of class. Push into that ring. Bring it all the way up. Take a final stretch here. Free the foot. Remove the ring. Circle that leg out and down and around. And switch sides. Just reach that heel through the ring. Maybe the heel's aiming for the ceiling. Maybe it's aiming for the far wall. Maybe the toes are pointed overhead. Honor your body. Point and flex that foot for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Flex it. And now start to drift it out to the side, open it up, and then point that foot, reach nice long through the ring. So your ankle becomes straight here, and you point and flex that ankle right here. For 5. I said it's just for 4. And 3. And 2. Pick a number. And 1. And reach through that ring with the toes. Bring it across the body. Time flies. We're having fun. And then a little hip stretch here. So this is IT band as well as hamstring, as well as hip. And so for me, if it's lower, it's more in the hip. And it's up here, which is probably where I need it. So but if you bring the leg a little higher, definitely going to get more into the hamstring. So figure out what feels good, or what feels necessary, rather. Our legs are going to be nice and stretchy. We'll go right into our legs on the roller. Go ahead and remove that ring. Keep that leg in the air. Reach it out and down and around. And there's the roller. Got that. Might be the last few minutes I can spend on my back. All right. Hips up. Roller under the pelvis. And then again, collarbone theme continues today. Keep those collarbones nice and wide. And lift those legs up into the air. Excuse me. Go ahead and flex the feet and find a nice long line. We're just going to lift and lower these a few times. Sort of like a little footwork on the roller. And keep this belly engaged. Inhale as the legs go down. Exhale, bring them back up. 2 more. Inhale down. Exhale back up. Last one. Inhale down. Exhale back up. Inhale down. Bend and straighten here like little frogs. For 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. You're going to swim your frog. Separate the legs. Straighten them long. And bring them together. Bend the knees. Separate the legs. Straighten them. And together. 2 more like this. Bend. And separate. And straighten. And together. And bend. And separate. And straighten. And together. Now reverse it. And separate. And bend. Bring them together. And straighten. And separate. And bend. Heels. And straighten. And separate. And bend. Together. And straighten. Last one. Separate. And bend. And straighten. And together. Lift those legs up. Some circles. So reaching out, like think about touching the ceiling. You can even use your arms if you like. But reaching out, over and around, and then down and back up. 4 like this for 4. Reach long and back up. And 2. Reach long. And last one, open. And reach long. And reverse it. So lowering down. Reaching in both directions. And up. And lowering down. Reaching all the way up. 2 more. Lower down. Reaching around. And up. Last one. Reaching around. And up. Bend one knee. Let the other leg find the floor. And bend. Go into some scissors and helicopters here. After we stretch both sides. So bring the leg that's down. Bring it up. And switch. Get this hip flexor. And bring the legs back together. All right, straighten both legs. Let's do left leg overhead first, right leg down. So scissor it as long as they're feeling equal distance. So make sure that the legs aren't tilting you over the roller. So equal effort in each direction. 2 and 1. And now rotate those hips. Get this nice stretch here right through the middle. That's kind of your money move right there. Feels great. And back through the middle. And then repeat. And scissor. And scissor. And scissor. And rotate. 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 And one more set this direction. And scissor. And scissor. And scissor. And rotate. Reach nice and long through the middle. We're going to reverse it. Other leg goes up. Opposite leg goes down. Scissor. And scissor. And scissor. And now touch the walls. Touch the walls and the ceiling. Repeat. Scissor. And scissor. And scissor. Touch, touch, touch. Touch, touch, touch. And repeat. And scissor. And scissor. And scissor. And repeat. And bring it all together. And bend the knees. Come up for a little rotation, a little mermaid. Move your roller here. Go ahead, love. Leave it at your feet. Take a roll up. Inhale fully. Exhale, nod and curl. Reaching broad collarbones here. Up and over. Let's do actually more of a mermaid side-ish plank. So we're going to bend one leg because I can't really see my legs as well, but we're going to get a little like hip flexor stretch and hamstring stretch. So, and add some rotation. So this leg is bent, this leg is straight. Inhale to reach, exhale to saw. This should feel a nice stretch across the back here. And then inhale to come up and over. Hand will go right to your hip. Press this knee up and over. Use your core to carefully lower yourself back down. Inhale to twist. Exhale to saw. Inhale to come up. Float that hand over. Press it into the mat. Use your feet. Press into with the shins even, so the glutes are really firing here. Up and over. And come back to the middle. Other side. Inhale to twist. And exhale, saw. It's like a half saw. Bent-legged saw. Inhale, back up to the middle. Float that hand down. This hand goes up and over. And float the hips back down. Inhale, twist. Exhale, saw. Rotate through the middle. Up and over. And again, look down to that hand. And lower yourself down. Let's see. Take one final little hip stretch here. Just cross the legs over in front. Roll forward. Depending on your body, that may or may not be a big hip stretch. If you want to make it a little more intense, you can put the legs a little further out in front of you. That's a lot of leg work without the sideline today. All right. Thanks, Lois. I guess we missed Sarah, but catch her another time. Thank you. Okay. See you later. Bye.